This weekend, I was able to go to my favorite local yarn shop, Muse 2320, to check out what new yarn was there, new colorways. That oftentimes Sarah will have some pans with brand new colorways going, like colorways in general, even if I've seen them a million times. It's always fun to see the whole process of the yarn being dyed up. This time, however, I kind of figured there wasn't going to be any of that going on because we're getting really close to the yarn shop hop, and there's a lot of things that go into that. So I just figured she was gonna be super busy and also just spend the day, get a coffee. We add some more yarn to the yarn dungeon. Ended up snagging quite a bit. This is the second time that I forgot my Hocus Pocus Muse 2320 reusable bag. I kind of want to save this sticker and put it on my yarn cart too. All of these colors that I got, minus this one, because this is my Troop 2320. So I just happened to go in there and she was getting ready to ship it out and I was like, I'll just take it. Perfect. Let's start with that one actually. Okay, so this is called Icebreaker. It is incredibly interesting how different colorways have a different level of softness with the yarn, and this one is just so fluffy. Like compared to the last two, so February's and January's were a little bit stiffer than this. Also, I love the color, particularly the dark bits and the speckles all throughout it. Normally I go ahead and throw this on my Addy machine and make a beanie from it, which I totally am, but I wasn't expecting to get it, so I'm gonna hang on to this until I get my other yarn subscription from Fangirl Fibers. That way I can do both of them at the same time. It's what I did last month, so I'm just gonna keep on doing that. The only thing that I actually did need to grab was my official passport for the yarn shop hop. This is really exciting because last year I didn't do this. It was such a crazy, I don't know, I was not organized at all last year for the hop. I just decided, 6 hours before the whole thing started that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I decided to do every shop in one day. There are 12 shops and I wanted to stop at coffee shops along the way. I spent a lot of time in every single shop. By the time I got to Muse 2320 last year, she was out of like all of her yarn. That was last year, this is this year, and I'm just gonna be much more prepared. So the back of it has all of the shops that are participating this year, and then every shop that you go to, you get a little stamp or sticker or something like that, and at the end of it, you get a prize if you fill your entire passport. I don't really scrapbook or anything, but I feel like I kind of should. Or maybe do, like, get a picture frame, put this in here, because every shop is gonna have a particular colorway that goes with the Under the Sea theme this year. So they all have one colorway, or maybe there'll be two. I don't know, I shouldn't say that. They might have multiple colorways, but at least one colorway that goes with it. So it'd be fun to get the colorway from every shop and then take a little snippet of it, put that into like a little collage, I guess. Collect passport stamps for each shop listed here, then complete the entry form and turn the passport in at any participating yarn shop. So go through everything and then you get a fun little prize at the end. I have no idea what it was last year because, like I said, I didn't even do this. So I'm kind of excited that I get to do this whole thing. The colorways for every single shop, they do sell out really fast. I don't know that I'll be able to get all of them, but I'm gonna try to get as many as I can. Really fun because they have the designer for the colorway too. There'll be a little blurb about them and maybe like the pattern, like a little backstory. I just love learning about different creators too, and especially when it's like the fiber community. I love that. And so we have potentially 12 different designers. Again, I don't really know all the ins and outs. There might be a designer that designs for 2 different shops. That'd be freaking cool. I do plan on going to a different coffee shop for every single stop. So 12 different coffee shops. Maybe I should make my own actually, kind of just like set it up, because I do have to like draw out which ones I'm gonna do which days. It ends up working perfectly because it's the 13th through the 16th, so I have enough days that I can do 3 shops every single day, but they're spread out all over Minnesota. So I gotta pick the ones that will make it the easiest trip or route, I guess, for that day. And I haven't quite got that far yet. Local coffee shops, that's what I'm gonna be doing and putting together for myself. She did have a bunch of socktail yarn ready to go and a bunch drying too. And I'm such a sucker for this stuff. Every time I go in there and I see it, I'm like, socktail, yes, add it on. I haven't even gotten every single color yet either. This one is the White Russian. She takes a classic cocktail and then makes a colorway for it. So I have the Grasshopper, the Negroni, and now I have the White Russian. The other two I made into a pair of socks. Like I crocheted them into socks. This one I think I'm gonna throw on my adding machine though, because I have plenty of it. Oh, let's see what the stitch marker is. Oh, okay, this is awesome. For the Grasshopper, it was an actual grasshopper stitch marker, and this one says, drink me. I like that there's options too. So it's set up as you can take this part off and use it as like a knitting stitch marker, or you can leave this on and it works perfect for crocheting. I think I do have some big lobster clasps though. I might just throw that on. Actually, they're right here. Let's see. Oh yes, I totally do. Okay, so these, not that I'm gonna need it really for this project. What is the size even? 21 millimeters. So I have a bunch of stitch markers that are like 10 millimeters and under for the lobster class. This one, however, I've been liking because I can use it for my stuffies too. I want to use this for one of the stuffies that I currently have going on. These two together even. I kind of really love the color combo. This one, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, okay, I love this one. It's the blue and the black speckled together. And I mean, you can tell, right? How freaking fluffy it is. This last colorway that I got has a super fun story to go along with it. So this is not my traditional colors that I grab in any way, shape, or form, but how fun is this? Just pastel pop color. It looks like candy. My candy shop crochet hooks, I just now thought of that. I have no idea where I put them. Did some reorganizing and I don't know where those are at. Oh, I spot them right by my Coraline doll. Fun behind the scene fact, and the only reason I'm telling you this is because Sarah said, yes, permission granted, go ahead, tell my story. She was dyeing this colorway while she was under the weather. After everything was all put together, realized that she had completely left out an ingredient. So she wanted speckles throughout this, like specklies on here. But without that ingredient, it ended up being super pastel, almost tie-dye, which I personally love. So these, whoa, they were just laying on a cart as like a, oops, it's a mistake that I made. I don't know, maybe I'll hank it up, maybe I won't. But my partner was like, I love those colors. Are you hanking those up? Are they for sale? Can I have them? I would love them in a Scare Bear. It's gonna be so cool. Anyways, she's like, yes, absolutely. I will hank them up for you. I just don't have a name. And as she was hanking it up, we were chit-chatting. And then she's like, we should call these Sick Sarah. And the more I said it, I was like, you have to say it like that though. Sick Sarah. I kind of want to make a label to go on these because it reminded me so much of the show Daria, like TV show that Daria watched, Sad Sick World. And I was like, oh my gosh, there'd be some seriously fun tags that could go on these. So even though I want to cake them up, I think I'm gonna hold on to them and make a couple of tags to send a little quick picture to Sarah and be like, here you go, prototype. Moral of the story, mistakes are not always bad. I personally love these quite a bit. And I mean, it's very springtime colors too. It's fun that they all kind of turned out super different too. I mean, the color combo together, one has a ton of lime green. We have almost speckles. Like it tried to speckle there. It was really, it wanted to do it. It just didn't have all the active ingredients. Since I do have 3, I think we should cake up 1, right? I want to see what it looks like all caked up and maybe start working with it. This is, if I remember right, it's a Pipit DK. It feels like a DK anyways. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. So this is gonna be like a teensy tiny Scare Bear, probably the size of my hand. And the yellow too, it just really pops. And that looks like cotton candy. Okay, so this entire hank of yarn, I love everything about it. I'm really tempted to throw it on my adding machine to make a beanie since I have 3 of them. I know that I'll have plenty. Why they're up here, I have no idea. Candy shop hooks, candy yarn. Okay, DK weight yarn. Ooh, no, I need a yarn bowl now. It's meant for candles, and I do put candles in it. When I have a really fun cake of yarn, I like throwing it in here, because why not? Again, there are no rules. I should have pulled that part out first. What should I use for the hook? I really want to use this purple one, but I know that that's going to be way too big. I'm not sure what the size is because it doesn't say on here. I gotta find the box. Probably the blueberry one, honestly. No, I'm just gonna try this. Oh my gosh, yeah, this would be the teeniest Scare Bear ever. It'd almost be one that you could make into a keychain. I don't know that I have any actual keychains around though. Let's go get cozy then, because I'm gonna use this hook. One of my stitch markers that already has the small lobster clasp on it. Crafty like a monkey. Love all of their stitch markers. Was obsessed with the Krampus line this year. I hope more come out next year because that was awesome. What do we think? Do I keep going with this tiny microscopic version of a Scare Bear? So this is just one leg for reference. Also, I feel like the stitch marker goes really well with the color combo. I don't know why, it just feels right. Because the other option is I could cake up another skein, hold the two strands together, then it would be basically a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, and that's like my favorite go-to. So this is kind of tiny, but it's gonna fly because this leg is already done. I just have to make the other leg, attach the body, make the head, the two arms. We did chit chat about doing some pastel goth patterns or accessories for April, halfway to Halloween. This now might be perfect. Like, there may have been a reason that Sarah accidentally created this. I'm gonna set this here while I think about it. If you love this color though, definitely shout it out in the comments so that way Sarah sees it and maybe it can be something she has in her shop. However, these sock tails are 100% on her shop already. I'm not sure which colors are actually in stock because these sell out super quickly, and the closer we get to the yarn shop hop, April 13th, once that hits, these will be gone for sure. I mean, she'll bring them back whenever she wants to, but if you're looking to get some, you want to make some super fun socks that match your favorite drink, or you're like me and you just like the color combo, definitely check it out. There was some Hocus Pocus stitch markers, which was left over from October, must have been. And there were some Hocus Pocus bags too, and candles. Okay, how did I forget all that? So yeah, I'm not sure if it's on here. Let's just see. I'm just gonna do stitch markers. They are in stock right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, Hocus Pocus stitch markers. They're only for knit, but again, just like me, you could buy an entire thing of lobster clasp and just attach it onto it. These are from Crafty Like a Monkey, and I think there were 4 or 5 in shop. There was also some traveling stitch markers. I love stitch markers. Like, they're so fun to collect. They're so fun to use. Depending on your mood, your project, what you have going. If you like to travel during the summertime, this would be super cute. They also make fun gifts. There are some mystery boxes available on her site. All different price points. This is the project that she created for the yarn shop hop last year. So it was, you got the pattern and then you buy the yarn to go with the pattern. So the pattern was free when you walked in there. Little notion bag. I don't know, you could use it for anything, but personally, I thought it was perfect for notions. So she does everything for her shop during the hop. Buys the yarn, creates the pattern for both crochet and knit, which is just, yeah, there's a lot of things that go into it. The pattern is gonna correlate with the theme under the sea. That can go so many different directions too. But I'm just getting so excited for it. I know I still have some time. I'm getting ready for it now. I am gonna let you go for today, but don't forget to vote on which direction you would like to see this. Should I keep going with the tiny little Scare Bear or make a medium Scare Bear, hold these two together? Personally, I feel like these have some huge potential for decorating, especially with Easterween right around the corner. Some little baskets. I'm gonna fill this up. Oh my gosh. Okay, so hopefully there's more of this yarn in the near future. Anyways, for right now, thank you for hanging out with me, checking out some more Muse 2320 yarn. Have a fantastically spooky rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.